Okay, whenever you're ready.
Hello, my name is Daniel. I'm a member of the science department.
Yeah, you got to be a little louder, please.
Sorry. My name's Daniel, member of the science department. So, I got some important information I feel like you guys should know. Filth, dirt, greedy, hive, mud, bacon. Often few things you may associate with a pig. But how about the term lifestyle? As a personal trainer, I'm very interested in things, health and fitness, things along that nature. Anything groundbreaking, especially when it comes to people's, quality of life. So it's no surprise to me that when I read this, I liked it. I discovered there's a lot more to pigs than just saturated fat and grease and, tasty additive to a morning sandwich. There's also in the bladder of a pig, something very important. It's very important for people who are facing, amputations. Pause on that one. And it's called extracellular matrix. So you may be wondering what this is. Today I'm going to share with you, this is a picture of the matrix, extracellular matrix. It's basically like a thin piece of skin taken off the bladder, and I'll tell you what it does. Today I'd like to share with you a material which is potential to regrow limbs, severed arteries, and anything up to a human heart. Give a brief history of it, of what the extracellular matrix is, how it works, and why this may be the first time you're hearing this. So let's move to the history. Extracellular history. It has been used by veterinarians to help horses with leg injuries, particularly race horses though. It repairs torn ligaments. It also helps closing holes in the stomachs. 96% retention rate. Success rate. I'm so nervous. This is crazy.
You're doing fine.
Yeah, no, I'm not. It was first considered for humans to repair rotator cuffs. After it had such good success with the horses, they wanted to try it on humans. So trials were successful in every case. Extracellular matrix from pigs grow. It's similar to a stem cell in like a human fetus. And a New York Times article actually said that a baby still in the womb, right? If anything happens, let's say something happens, the arm falls off or whatever, can regrow a limb up until the 8th month. So it's not something uncommon. Military interactions. In 2005, a sergeant in the United States Marine Corps got his leg blown off, or partially, like big chunk of the muscle was blown off. Sergeant Strang was the guy's name. And he was facing amputation. Just a little statistic. There were 3,366 roadside bombs that injured U.S. veterans in 2009 alone. So this is very important to U.S. veterans. And so he was facing amputation, and rather than doing that, a friend of his recommended this new procedure, and the procedure was extracellular matrix. It's graft from pigs' intestines, as I said, and let's take a look. This is the actual picture of the guy. I mean, there was a big chunk of his leg missing. So he was unable to walk. So after doing this, it took about 2 days to do all this, so it's very short, very good procedure. He suffered some scars, but his quality of life remained high. He was a good athlete, he was an Army soldier. So it's important to a lot of people. So now let's talk a little about the history. Not the history. Now that we learned about the history, let's see how it works. Process and how it works. Extracellular matrix, found in human cells and animal cells alike. The United States government outlawed stem cell research, so this was like an alternative to that. And it's a natural scaffolding that underlies all muscle tissues, brain tissues. It signals cells to regrow, similar, like I said, to stem cells. It can regrow anything. They're derived in the pig's bladder. As that picture showed before, it's a thin little layer. It's made of collagen and proteins. Also, it's cleaned and dried, so when it's put on the open wound, it's almost like a parchment paper. It's cut to like a uniform size and dried out. And the application. The application must be applied to the sides of healthy skin. It can't be put directly on just a torn up skin, because it needs to use active red blood cells to produce and work, and immediately signals the body to rebuild muscles, tissues, as I said. And it affects, the worst part about it, as that picture showed, was scarring. Scarring is very high, but it does regrow the muscle. And the results are typically 2 days. They recommend a lot of working out, a lot of training, immediately after surgery. It's not even surgical, let me not say surgery, but immediately after. New York Times actually found that out, an article in New York Times. So you guys may be wondering, if it's so good, how come a lot of us may not have heard of it? I know I haven't heard of it. Well, in 2005, this is also from a New York Times article. In 2005, the Department of Defense took over all studies on this procedure, and resulting in a lot of people not really hearing of it, because it's kind of secretive. Department of Defense, a lot of military actions. And the most patients currently are injured war veterans, so it may be a popular thing if you're in the military. You may have heard of it. And it's they're working on making it affordable for the public. They're working on trying to get it in Medicaid and whatnot. But scientists hope to have this basic procedure worldwide by 2014. So hope to see it soon. In conclusion, extracellular matrix has had a brief but important history to the recovery of humans and animals alike. The process of regenerating a new tissue in human is fairly painless and works relatively immediately. Finally, with the military now controlling studies and lab works, we hope to see this mainstream very soon. And also, just a little insider. Next time you look at a pig and you think it's kind of gross and whatnot, just think that this pig may be saving your life. Thank you, guys.